Kia ora, and welcome to part 2 of the tutorial for the unofficial tutorial for War Robots. So we're just going to bring up the page and we're going to load it. So what's going to happen is the page is going to load and we're going to go to the hangar. We're going to check out the bots and other things that we didn't cover last night. So this is a new bot. They're promoting it through their recent manufacturer. That's an old bot. So here we have the hangar, and as you can see, our bots are still where we left them in a set formation, and the Titan at the back there. So what you might see here is a highlighted 6 here, an exclamation mark here, an 8 here, and another exclamation mark over this droney botty looking thing. Take note of this special delivery thing, and yeah, so we will click on this percentage here thing, and what we got here is deals on and offers on pilots. So it's gonna cost 2,500 gold to buy Michelle. It's gonna cost 1,390 gold to buy Azumi, and 1,030 gold to buy Bethany. And each of them have a story of their own. You want to read them. You want to relate to them. A woman of adventure. She was born in Evo Life Colony to 2115. So you want to go on that and learn about what they believe is going to happen to the world in the future. And this one, she always thirsted for knowledge, so if you relate to her, then yeah. If you want to, you can refresh the pilots here for 50 gold, but I've only got 106 gold, so I'm not going to do that. So here we have offers. This is US dollars. Let me say that again, US dollars, people, US dollars. So for 6 US dollars, you get 900 brown tokens and 900 silver tokens and 900 gold tokens. For that, you can access what I said to take note of earlier. And for 20 US dollars, you can get 3,000 of each. There's only 3 categories, so don't worry, you're not missing out on anything there. And $20 is quite expensive. 5 US dollars for 1,500 for brown tokens and silver tokens, or bronze tokens. Let's not make it about race. 15 US dollars for silver and gold tokens. $3 for 900 of these. So that's we spend silvers at 150 tokens a buy. We spend gold at 300 a buy, and we spend bronzes at 100 a buy. So 1,500 and 1,500 brown tokens, or coins, what they call them, will get you 15 buys when you spend them at the vendor. So $11 for 3,500 gold. Is that good? Is it? Do you have $12 US to spend on something like that? You might want to think about it, because it can pay off. It can become a savings and not an expenditure, and I'll talk to you about that later. $12 for 5,000. Not so much with the silvers, not so much with the bronzes, but definitely if you're willing to pay, or if you've got enough entertainment money to spend $12 US dollars on 3,500 gold tokens, that can pay off big time. So $4 for 12. You know, you can shop, and they do post better deals before other deals. People must just go crazy on buying them, because they'll look at this and they'll go, oh, I'll buy one, because here's the limit. You're limited to how much you can buy. So you can buy, oh, I'll buy 1, oh, I'll buy 2, I'll buy 3. So you just bought 3 1,200 chests. So it's 3,600 for $12. 3,600 for $12. and here you've got 3,500 for $12. So you make up your mind if you want to go through the expense of it. You're going to get 100 more tokens if you buy 3 of them like that, and you can save. Of course, it's a saving. You can calculate that. Here we have a Skyros Mark II. That's going to cost you $12 for Mark II Skyros, a Mark II Cudgel, a Mark II Mace, and a Mark II Hammer. You can buy them all, and it'll only take you one effort to upgrade all of them up, or one rankings, I suppose. It goes from, the rankings go from level 1 to 12, and then it goes to Mark II, and then it goes from 1 to 12, and then it's Mark III, and you can't go higher than Mark III. I explained that last night. This is a Deathwing Jun Mark II. They're selling it for $8, and it comes with a Mark II Calamity, Composite Calamity. That's a special edition Calamity, and it comes with 2 of them because he's got 2 heavy weapons slots. So this is a limited edition 10% more durability Space Tech Flying Dragon with a stealth system, and it's got a built-in weapon. There it is, built-in weapons range 350, and it's a flamethrower. It just burns up the opponents. We've got a Raven Scatty. It's just a normal Raven for $4 with 4 Scatties. You see, you might look at this and think the robot, I'm not too interested in the robot, but these here are hard to come by, and these are medium freeze weapons that have a range of 600 meters, and there's 4 of them that can fit onto a Warrior Typhoon, onto a Typhoon, onto a Leech, and these are other more superior robots than this, and I'm sure, I will have a look, the weapon slots, 2 Terrain, 2 Magnum, 2 Scorch, yeah, they're all medium. So yeah, depends. You might like the Raven. I don't particularly look at it like something I like. $2 for a Haiichi with a Haiichi paint job, and paint job usually comes with a 5% more durability rating. We've got 99 US cents for a Scourge. I don't need one because I've got 4 of them. This is a thermal reactor. It's basic default modules. So you don't need to spend $2 on a thermal reactor. If it was $2 for a cloaking device, if it was $2 for a fortifier, yeah, sure, look at it, but not for a thermal reactor. We've got a Boulevard, we've got a Kirsten, 270 million silver and 24,000 gold for $15. You could do a lot of upgrading. You can do a lot of promoting. You can get your pilots to Colonel. You can get your modules to Phase 2. Max them out if you want, but like I say, you got to look at this number. You can only purchase this package twice, and it's $15 US. This is $25 US, but look at that, 630 million silver and 16,000 gold. You're looking at the fact that you need more silver, but are you going to look at spending $25 US just for the fact of getting 630 million silver? Now, hold on to those details because it'll all make sense once we start playing the game. 5,200 keys. Now, you ask me, how do you do it, Isaac? Or how do you do it, Lethal? And yeah, I look at buying keys because keys convert into chances, and chances convert into possibilities of winning weapons and upgrades that normally cost a lot of money. So these $3 US for 5,200 keys. The most keys you can spend at one hit is 1,000, but all of the prizes that you get by spending 1,000 keys at a time are really good prizes. And then the next level down is spending 100 keys at a time, and if you're after pilots, you would spend 100 keys at a time, but then there's the lower level and it's 10 keys at a time. But the thing about the 10 key chances is it's the only rotational lottery that gives you the chance of winning platinum. Now, if you can then look up here, I've got 106 gold, I've got 39,000. Oh, yeah, 39.3 million, sorry, and 15 platinum. And you get 1 day premium access to the game, and there's benefits to that. I don't know because I've never used one. I have used one, but I've never taken much notice of what it gets me. And 10 attack boosters. Now, these are good. The attack booster increases the power of your attacks in battle, increases all outgoing damage, and reduces ability cooldowns. This booster complements builds that are geared towards capturing beacons or inflicting maximum damage. So this is on top of your already selected and upgraded modules, upgraded and maxed out robots. This will boost it even more. $3 for 5,200 keys, 800 power cells, a day's premium access, and 10 attack boosters. That's what I would consider a good deal. You've got to look through them. $3 for 300 platinum and 30 million silver is not something I'd really look at. 5,600 keys with 300 platinum. Now, if I didn't really need the boosters, I don't want any more power cells, and I really don't think much about that. And there's 5,200 keys, and I'd rather upgrade my Titan. I might look at that. I might look at that over that. I've got 400 more keys, and I've got 300 platinum, and I don't really need the attack boosters because I'm happy with my modules. I'm happy with the markups of my bots, and yeah. So I could possibly choose that over that. $7 US for 100 million silver, 9,600 gold, and 9,600 keys. But just think it through. Of course, they're pumping them up, but the price does go up, and $7 US does calculate to something significant. It's like 10 New Zealand dollars or something. You can work it out exactly if you want. But my entertainment money is around about $3, $5, maybe $10 a week, and that's very limited. A month or 6 months. So I'm really I'm really not looking at deals that are $7. I'll be happier with the 5,600 keys for $4 and 140 million. So you can just go through them and sift out what's within your entertainment payment bracket. Someone might give themselves $20 a week to entertain themselves with. That's a movie, that's a popcorn, that's an ice cream. Hey, there's people with less capabilities than that. I'm down around the $2-5 mark, and that's really, really giving myself a rich payday. So $15 for 44,000 keys. So you're going to have 44 turns at the lottery. Man, you're going to get some good. Look, let me tell you, $15 spent on 44 spins on the lottery, and we'll go to the lottery right now that we've got it in our mind. This is the lottery token, the icon here. And as I was explaining before, I've got 16 keys that I can spend right now, and this is the 10 key system, and I've just clicked it, so it's going around, and stops on 8 keys. So for the price of spending that many 10 keys, I got 8 keys, and that added on to the 6 keys that I had, or the 6 keys that I had, and it's created another spin turn for me. So we'll go again, 10. And you get prizes, you get awarded keys for coming third, second and first. You can get anything up to 10 keys per battle. So that's it for that lottery. And take note of this bar here, because this is the super chest. And in the super chest is where I won my Ox Minnow. was my first Titan, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I clicked OK, and it spun. So we've got a scavenger Heimdall. You can read up on all of them by clicking the information icon. Like here, okay, read it, got it, okay, what's a Kraken Indra? Okay, yep, got it. What's an Indra? That's the smartest minds of Yendi, okay. An Ox Minnow, read it. You can read through all of them, the Baihu Luchador, and you can, pretty much, this pretty much like get your wish list ready. Because when the super chest matures, you only get one chance, and then you've got to wait for the bar to fill up again. But this particular beast here, the Titan, is a real menace on the battlefield, and you'll come up against this, and it doesn't matter what you've got. Eventually, this thing will hunt you down and beat you up. We've got the Freedom Skyros. I won that the last time I filled up a super chest bar. Eldritch Capri, Unknown Seraph, Shell, that's just a standard bot. The Cruel Arichi, you want to have a look at the Cruel Arichi, limited edition, Space Tech, Arichi Technologies. Read this because you'll come across this one. This is a tricky little fella that. The Cruel Arichi carries 3 of its internal built-in weaponry abilities. This is the Retro Revenant. You want to have a look at that. The Scavenger Shell is this, but upgraded 10% more durability. There it goes. Okay, got it. Scorpion, Techno Scorpion. Don't want to know about these. I really don't like them. I don't want to go into any more detail about that. I just don't like them. Ivory Ravana. Now this is an awesome bot. I liked this bot because it brings a song to mind from UB40. Now I don't know what the song lyric for UB40 is, but it says something like Ivory Madonna. So when I say Ivory Ravana, I sing it the same way the UB40 sings Ivory Madonna. Ivory Ravana. Do. I think the song's called Food for Thought. Anyway, here's the Kitsune Harpy. We did a lot of reviewing on the Kitsune Harpy last night. This is the Corrupted Fenrir. You see where I'm starting to get my bots now. I'm not getting them, I'm not buying them, I'm not purchasing them, I'm not spending any money on them. I'm winning them. Just by competing in the super chest, one open chest, one reward. This is the Dread Shell. It's another one of these bots right here, the Scavenger. I like the Dread Shell over the Scavenger because Dread is my dread and my dreads are my dread. From up the East Coast, my cozies, and that'll be all I want to say about that. So you can choose the ones you want, the favourites. One day you might win a Scavenger Shell, or you might just want a normal shell, and then the day that you win this, the Dread Shell, you can sell those others and get silver for it, and like over 1 million silver too, like 3-4 million sometimes. Here we've got the Sheriff Dementor. This is the 10% edition of the Dementor, made out of Icarus, the same maker of the Oxmano. The Megalodon Irichi. So this is a nice, fun, character-looking machine, but it's a serious death machine. 10% more durability, of course. The Warrior Typhoon, which is 10% more durability on top of the normal Typhoon. It's got the lion face. It's got 4 medium weapon slots and a suppressing inbuilt weapon. So that's quite amazing. This is a. If you want a bot that'll go against this bot, it's the Warrior Typhoon. Because what the ability of this bot is to disappear, leave a transporter beacon, appear right at the backside, up the arse of every bot that it targets, right up the fucking arse of it, and start shooting them through its tail right up the arse of any of the enemies. And I can't stand for that type of fucking shit, and it just breeds a lot of bullshit behavior. So I don't go for that, but the one bot that can stand that brought down and put it in its place is the Warrior Typhoon. So do not go to battle without a Warrior Typhoon, or at least a Typhoon, so you can stand this. Because it stands there and it shoots you up the arse for about 3 seconds, or as long as its ability lasts. We'll have a look at its ability. Built-in weapon range, duration 8 seconds. So for 8 seconds it's standing there right up your ass, and it's shooting fucking bullets and missiles and rockets right up your ass. And the only thing that can turn around and stop it is this thing here with its suppression, built-in weapon. And it's got an Aegis shield, so you can get 5 meters away from it and suppress it, and it can't move, it can't freeze, and it can't go back to its transponder relocator. And it phases out and it can't disappear. So you can just stand there and say, no, I'm not take that, and shoot it to death. I hate those things to death. And this is the Crimson Hawk. This is a special edition, 10% more durability built, come out of Space Tech. So yeah. Welcome to tonight's gameplay. Well, it's not really gameplay, it's a tutorial. I hope I've already said that, but I'll say it again. Please like and subscribe. Here we go. So we're having a look at the 100 lottery. We don't have 100 keys. We're not going to buy any right now. But this is part of the lottery system. These are motherships, and we can go through the motherships. I've got a hangar full of motherships. I've got all of those ones. These are laser blast cannons, orbital strike cannons, and these are the pilots. I don't really want those pilots. I've got 2 of her, I've got 1 of her, I've got 2 of her, 1 of him, 1 of him. I don't want a blue lady. I think I gave her away, and he's the Scorpion Arse Maggot pilot, so I don't want him. And then there's Drew and Jerry, and Rosalind is the Warrior Typhoon pilot. Now this is one girl that I want. If I was to play the 100 key lottery, this is the girl I'd want to win, because she drives the Seraph, she pilots the Seraph, and accelerates by 25% during the flight and flies for a longer duration, and that is significant. So that honey is going to come home with me one day, and I'm going to pilot her to death. I don't know who Otto is, but we've got Trixie, Roberta, yeah, we've got her. Don't want him. We've got Theseus. We wouldn't mind another Manny, another 2 Mannies actually. That's just a droid. Ricardo. This guy's pretty good with the Fafnir, because when he pilots it, the no physical shield, no Aegis shield retracts or keeps the bullets out. In Brexit, I only want 1 of her because she freaks me out. Well, have a look at her story. Her story, hush hush, do not say this name so loudly, they say it brings bad luck. Yes, I do know something about Madame Bridget. Let me tell you a story. According to legend, Bridget was a very beautiful and sociable girl who owned a bar which was a favourite mercenary pilot haunt. And everything was fine until one day unexpected guests arrived and tried to take her bar from her by force. Bridget resisted and got killed protecting her property. The very next night, Arichi appeared seemingly out of thin air and annihilated the bar, leaving only ashes and ruins. Only one poor fellow managed to escape, and all he could say in his delirium was that he was found was Bridget. She returned. Don't let her find me. Since then, many bandits associated Arichi with an evil spirit that wants revenge and still looks for its final target. They even have a saying, a meeting with Madame Bridget is always sudden and always final. So, yeah. Bit of a scary story. Only 1 of her will do. We've got a Maria Laquilia, we've got 100,000 silver, we've got, it might sound like a lot, but it's not. 30 gold, 70 gold, 100 gold, 250 power cells, 500 power cells, and another 1,000 keys. All up for grabs each time you click the OK. So let's move on to the 1,000 key chest. And we got Kraken Vajra, we've got Kraken Mahavajra, we've got Vajra, we've got Mahavajra, we've got Scavenger Lantern. These are Titan weapons. These can cost you anything up to $5-6 each. We've got Scavenger Dazzler Lantern, we've got Dazzler, so that's a beta, that's an alpha. We've got a Pentagle, we've got 2 Pentagles, but what I want is 3 or 4 of these Gargantua. That would be good. Actually, it would be redundant having 4, so maybe just 2 or maybe 3. We've got 2 of these and we only need 2 of those, and that's the Baihu Ballistic. We got cut off with memory last night, so I was going to put that Baihu together and show you the default weaponries that came out with the Titan. We've got a Beta Bulava here, and we've got an Alpha Kirsten here, we've got a Lunar Groom, and we've got a Lunar Squall, which is Alpha and Beta. We've got a Gravity Amplifier, which is another Orbital cannon, a Spirit Rasdor, you know enough about that, a Cryptic Hazard, now that is a 10% more durability weapon, Eldritch Venom. Those spit toxic chemicals, so I don't support anything that's spitting toxic chemicals out into the atmosphere or into the environment. We're dead against that sort of stuff these days. The Ardent Viper is good, although it would be better maxed out and it just fires forever. It does need reloading, but it just takes a long time. Freedom Avalanche, you see a lot of these on Arichis. I've got Sinister Glaciers, they look cool, I like them because they remind me of gargoyles. Candy Viper, that's nice, I've been smoked by that before. Futuristic Nikion, Cryptic Redeemer, not too bad with the stats, just the distance, 350 meters. Be careful, read what you've got. The Solid Gus is a 800 meter weapon, it goes with a bot, and it's formidable. Stellar Hornet, those are pretty good. The Boombox Devastator, that's just a nice thing to have, I reckon. I haven't got one yet, but I want one. Dread Incinerators, I got 4 or 5 of those. I got 1 of these, I've got 2 of those. The Stellar Prisma, now that was the weapon that I was saying that could take the place, or is better than the Flux. It's an 1100 meter distance cannon laser, and that's the damage it puts out at level 1, so you can only imagine what it's like at Mark 2, Mark 3, and 4 of them on a behemoth. They are formidable, they smoke people, and you can put a shield breaker on these things, and you can put a phase shifter on those things, and it just doesn't die. So yeah, these are the 1,000 key weapons range list, and as you can see, you get a decent prize for each and every spin you got. But see that 5,000 gold is significant. 1,000 gold is nice. Corrupted Scatty, 500 gold. Okay, damage controller. I've got a couple of those. I'd probably sell that if I had another one. This immune amplifier is all new, baby, and I want 5 of them. So let's get it on. I've got 2 of these, which is really cool. They repair your normal standard bots, like the big health kit repairs the Titans. This does it for the little ones. I've got 2 of them, and I've got 2 last stand modules, and that's about it. And you got 9,000 keys there, which is another 9 goes at getting any of these, which is normally you would pay for them. But yeah, that's how I get all my weapons. That's how I get all my special bots, my Oxmino, my Corrupted Fafnir, my Kitsumi Harpy. I even got my Siren. Now let's go to where we finished off last night and talk about the Titans. So we got to the Baihu Luchador and we were about to change the alpha weapons and have a look at the other alpha weapons that I do have. So you saw the prices of what these weapons cost and the lottery system where you can win these weapons without paying much. That's the least you can pay for them, is get keys and put it into a lottery system where you might win the gun you want. And I think it's more exciting, it adds more exciting to the game, and you don't need to be a spoiled brat and get everything you want whenever you want, how you want it. You know, that's just against my morals and beliefs, and I wasn't brought up like that. But there are kids that get whatever they want, whenever they want, no matter how much it costs. And they're out there. They are out there, boy, let me tell you. They have all the big money bots, they have all the big money modules, and sometimes there's just not enough players in the public servers and they will drop a big money bot on your system and you will get smoked. And sometimes you get to beat them up too, so it's just concentrated fire. There is no tagging kills. That was my kill. There's no getting upset that someone killed your bot, your enemy. You gotta be grateful just as many times that someone came to your rescue and smoked that fool before he killed you, and you knew if no one came to your rescue, you were gonna go down. So if you just see, you can tell the enemies have got health bars flashing above them and how depleted or regenerated their health is, and if you can catch them at a lower level of health, doesn't matter how much money they got, baby, they are going down. So those are the weapons that we actually have. So we've got a 25 level maxed out Baihu Ballistic, and we're going to equip that onto the Baihu Luchador, and that's pretty much how the baby is supposed to look. Oh, look at those little poor hands. Oh, the Merc poster that goes with this is just badass. Badass. These cinders are something out of this world. And a lot of these weapons you might think, they're fanciful. There's no way you could create something that does that. Let me tell you, the theory works out. The theory works out. You just have to have enough experience with engineering and whatever electronics to understand, like I was saying about the Mercury last night, the hydraulic rams, the compressed canisters, and all the springs retracting. And let me tell you again, I got the dimensions wrong. It's the small bots that are about 5 stories high. These Titans are up about the 8, 9, 10 story. So a bus compared to this thing's foot is about 2 buses long and about 4 buses wide, like a bus per claw. So cars, minis, bikes, you find yourself underneath the foot of one of these things, pretty much it's all over. Sharanga, this is a pretty good bot to start off with. You'll more than likely get one of these given to you as well. It's got a phase shift ability, which is pretty cool. And this is another thing, like I told you before, this has got a stealth ability, and more than not, eventually you're going to get smoked by one of these things. You are going to get smoked by one of these things because it goes into stealth mode. Up in the air, it's got 2 alpha and 1 beta. So alpha means alpha. They're bigger, better. This thing's got a 600 meter distance on it. And that thing's stealth in the air, 600 meters away from you. I'm sorry, but the quantum sensor is only effective 300, so you've got to get closer if you want this thing, and you want to be able to blow that thing out of the air. Even that quantum sensor is not going to help you against that thing. That thing is going to come down on you, and it's got a built-in weapon called hard rain, and it does rain down on you, and it rains down on you hard, and it just keeps coming down. It's got an EMP blaster, so if you think your special ability is hover or is stealth and escape, the EMP blast within its radius will stop you, and you won't be able to get away. So yeah, if I was to choose another bot, that was my second best bot, Titan. It'll be this one. Kid is a default Titan. It's the one we all learn on first of all. It's got an alpha, and it's got 2 betas, and it's got a what's this? Temporarily activates the alpha weapon, enhances the built-in protection system, reducing all incoming damage. I wasn't quite aware of that one, but it's got a stove in it, and it cooks people within. I think it might be the same one. Oh yeah, here it is. Stove. Titan burns out an area around it, damaging all nearby enemies. No shield can protect against such an attack. So it's got its advantages, and yeah, when you get it, you love it. You love it because it's your Titan, and it's a big, cutable robot, and yeah, it looks like anything that you had grown up as with a robot, and yeah, so that's basically your default Titan. There are other Titans in the store. Now, the Arthur is like a lot because it's just hard out plated metal, and it can walk into anything, and its head mounted weaponry can shoot over the top of walls, so as well as having its heavy armor defense system, it can stand behind the wall and shoot at you all day. This is the Ao Ming, part of the Flying Dragons. It'll cost you 500 platinum to buy this. It'll cost you 1,000 platinum to buy Nodens. This is a healing Titan. And here is the minnows, just the standard default minnows. Sharanga, Moramitz, and the Luchador, and the Heimdall, and the Indra. Now this is the latest. Oh no, this is the latest Titan to come out. But this is another Titan that has come out, and it is a big brother to the Surf, and it kicks ass. It's badass, and it's booting a lot of people's backsides out there. And this is the latest one. I think I might have only come up against this once and got smoked. So yeah, a lot to look forward to, and they're always giving you something more to look forward to. You can check out the stores for your minor bots. Just go to Change Robot. Okay, so this is the War Vault. This is the vault I was talking about. So we have the standard beginners Cossack, and this is the one that they give you for free, that will start you off on your War Robots journey in life. This is sporting a paint job, so the standard colouring will be like this. And that's the weapon you'll get. That is the default gun that comes with nearly every machine. And that's what your bot looks like when you get it. But yeah, I just want, it just pretty much stays in the hangar, and our original pilot stays with the Cossack, and he's free to walk around base, do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, but not how he wants, how I want. And we have a Leech, level 9, level 8 Cossack, we have a level 8 Leech, we have a level 9 Seraph, and you've just seen the Titan to this miniature. Well, it was big when it first came out, but when they introduced the Titan, it's a baby now. And it's sporting the plasmas, so those are over 1100 meters, and this is a Mark II. Very close to becoming maxed out, fully maxed out level 3 Prisma. And this is the drone, and that's the pilot we've introduced to you before. We've got a level 5 Skyros, we've got a level 7 Freedom Skyros, and this is how close it is to becoming a level 9 with all of the modules active on it. So that's what we work towards first before we start looking at making out any of the bots. Now, we had a look at the Kitsumi Harpy, and this is the standard out of the shop manufacture Harpy. It's got a double booster instead of its cold sister, the Siren, and it is badass, but not as badass as the Kitsumi. And we've got the twins in here, level 10, and yeah, we're going to work on getting them upgraded. You can change the skill if you want. Sorry. All of the weapon slots need to be fulfilled, and the modules need to be filled before you can do any promoting. So we have another Siren, and this is the standard Siren. If you win it on the super chest or any other way, you get the bot, and it is level 1, and these are the default weapons that come with it. Those are Thunders, quite formidable when they're maxed out, but nobody really takes them to Mach 3 because you're getting so many other more interesting weapons that it hardly gets a look at. This is a Mark II Mender. This is a healing bot. It's a most necessary bot if you don't have a Mender in your team, and you have 6 bots, and every team member has 6 bots each. Yeah, and you've got to capture beacons, or you've got to destroy each other and decimate the team while you're doing it. This is an Erebus. This is quite a fun bot to have. This is the best paint job, I reckon, but these other paint jobs, and like I said, you can choose to just click on the spray can. We've got a voltage paint job here. It looks kind of plain and yuck. It would cost you 10,000 if you wanted to buy it. I wouldn't buy it because you can win it. That's voltage. That's the default setting. Oh no, this is the standard. This is what it looks like if you bought it and you didn't have any paint jobs. So you can have. I've got voltage, but I haven't got it with the extra 5% health bar on it. I've only got the Calica, and I'm happy with that because that's a death mask to me. So we're getting on, and we've still got a few things to review. We haven't been to the motherships yet. This is a Sheriff Dementor, another Seraph, the Cruel Irichi, and this is the scary lady I was talking about. Bridget encounter. Irichi's ability has an additional charge, but its duration is decreased. Destroy Irichi. Irichi deals increased ability charge. Yeah, and we can upgrade that skill if we have 2,000 gold, and we don't, so we move on. That's the Cruel Irichi. The Warrior Typhoon. This is the arch enemy of the Arse Maggot Scorpion, and we'll smoke them. Not every time, but every other time it does is a blast. I love this. I love this Typhoon. It gets rid of that nuisance in your ass. It sure does. And those scorpions, they like to suck on it. Here's the Behemoth. I would like to have this paint job. That's pretty badass, but I don't have 10,000 gold to spend on it. Sapphire, yep, 10,000 standard. That's how you get it, which is pretty cool. It's like a Desert Storm loader, which is pretty cool. And yeah, It's how we are. We were equipped with the loader, but it doesn't have the 5% extra health bar. And you can win these paint jobs in the lotteries. We're nearly about at the end of our time. This is the first badass beat your ass down bot that I've ever got. I've got Trixie in there. The Cryptic Fenrir is the 10% more durability. It's an Evo Life bot, and if you ask me what make of bots do I like the most, it will be Evo Life. Life is for life, baby. Life is for life. So this is a gift bringer for Emma. We got this one day Christmas. This is a Solid Jaeger Mark II. It's got an inbuilt sniper weapon over 1100 meters, so sniper mode, and that's why I like it. That's why I bought it. Robot switches between two modes. In scout mode, speed is increased, while in attack mode, robot slows down and activates its built-in kinetic gun and Aegis shield. The built-in gun is controlled manually, so it's a sniper gun. Target your weapon enemies and go. This is the Capri. It's sporting a paint job, but yeah, you can go through them. You can choose which ones you like. I don't like the star because it suggests American, but this Capri paint job does carry and boast the 5%, so we'll keep it at that. Any more carries the composite sparks. So the Ardent Spark is on the, is it the Spark or Sting? No, it's the Sting. So this is a 10% more durability module weapon, and I've only got 3 of them, but I do have a standard spark which I can put on it and just have 4 sparks on it, but I've decided I would put an Eldritch on it because, or do I have a spark? I don't think I do. It might be on another bot. The Magenta is another weapon that would suit this bot, and it's a healing bot. It does a bond between a selected opponent, person on the same team as you, and it increases their health, and there's at the same time we've got another Seraph, got a Crimson Hawk, which smokes Titans, and it's pretty good with Titans. Got a Dread Shell, Revenant, Retro Revenant, and just a normal shell. Eldritch Ares, another Erebus, my Ivory Ravana. Ivory Ravana. I'm in the dark, waiting for the mana. A bolt, it's pretty cool, but it is a limited bot, and I don't think it has any other module but the standard default module setting. This is another Warrior Typhoon. This is a Sheriff Dementor. This is a Natasha. This is a beginner bot. One of the better beginner bots. This is a Fafnir, just a standard with a paint job. 1 Typhoon, 2 Typhoon, 3 Typhoon, 4. 5 Typhoon, no Ass Maggot Scorpions anymore. Griffin has got a boost. Aljun is a Fire Dragon. A Megalodon Orichi, which is just a cool, badass looking bot. I mean, it's got a shark on its head. Oh my god. I mean, look at that thing. Just look at that thing. I think that's badass. That's badass. So we've got the Ghost Pilot in there. We've just got a normal Orichi. I don't think we're going to have time to have any gameplay today. This is our Quinn, no, our Jun. Our Butch, it's got 4 weapon slots, but it only can use, it's 4 heavy weapon slots too, but it can only use 2 at a time. So I suggest you put 2 close range heavy weapons on it and 2 long range heavy weapons, because if you're trying to defend yourself with long range weapons against a bot that can get up to you really quick and really fast, you're not gonna stand a chance. Fury is another beginner bot, and it's an awesome beginner bot, but you do need to check the modules, because that's when you start learning to apply all of the modules to your bots, and learning about modules when you start playing with the Furies. And again, the weapon slots are all heavy, but there are 3 of them. The Leo is a good bot, and at 11 it is durable. It's got a heavy, light, and 1 module. So yeah, you like it, you want to know, think you can stick with it, but eventually you've got to walk away and leave them behind. Stalker is a pretty good bot to learn on. The Punisher, the Pursuer. There's another Fury, over 3 of them. I have another Orichi, a Rhino Mark II, Galahad, Carnage, another Alquin, another Retro Revenant, Geopad. You need one of these. This is a necessary beginner bot. It's necessary because it heals itself without having a module. And yeah, so I just wanted to have the crocodile paint job because it's not the standard paint job. Revenant, Griffin, Gareth. There are missions that you have to fulfill with certain level bots, and you don't get your daily rewards if you don't. Now we'll go back to the main menu. That's the bot vault. That is the vault. That's all of the little bots that I've got. You've seen all of the Titans. There's 1 more to go. We've got the workshop to have a look at, so we can build all of these bots ourselves in our workshop, and it takes time and it takes silver, right up to this bot here. I'm not too sure if you can, or you might be able to, but it'll stuff up what I'm building, because I've got the 6 here. I've already got something in the workshop, but I do want an emoji, because this thing, I've had it on, I've come up against it on the battlefield, and it is badass. So you can build that, or you can build weapons, 1 thing at a time. Where are we? So we'll start from, these are the weapons that go with the new bot, and yep, they are pretty cool weapons. They're just lasers, and they just burn the snot out of you until you're dead. In flight, these are the Devastator components. This was the Rage, but not anymore. Quirker has got unlimited ammo, but if you keep your finger on the trigger, it does overheat and become less accurate. Redeemer, Hornet, Calamities, Igniters, Dragoons. This Chimera, I need 3-4 of these, but I just don't seem to have the time to sit there and build them. I've got other bigger and better weapons to build, and at the moment I am building the last of 4 Webbers, and there's the Spark, the composite Spark. That's the normal default Spark, not the one with the 10% more durability. There's the other. So I've been winning pieces, slowly winning pieces by spending tokens. And once I get it to the workshop, so these purple, where it's purple, you can start building your weapon from that point. But if you want to build this, you have to start from 0 in your workshop. But you can keep winning jigsaw puzzles until you've completed the whole 10,000 pieces, and you trade them in for that weapon. So like I said, you can get weapons without having to spend a lot of money on this. You don't have to go crazy, you don't have to take out a credit card. You just need to plug away at it. Like I say, big tree, small axe. We'll go to the workshop now, and we will convert what time it spent. It's taken 24 hours to get 60 pieces. So you've got, you have to level up, so you don't start off with 6 separate workshops. You start off with 1 workshop, and then you get 2 workshops when you get to level 5, and then when you get to level 10 you get 3 workshops, and when you get to level 20 you get 4 workshops, and so on and so on. But this is the maximum you can get, and it costs, see, I've got 39.4 million silver, and it only costs silver, doesn't cost gold, so you just slowly chip away at it. 150,000 in that workshop, 150,000 in that workshop, 150,000 in that workshop, 150,000, 150,000, 150,000, you get it, and there, in 23 hours and 59 minutes, I'll get another 60 pieces in each workshop to add to the build of my, where is it? Weber. 1300, you remember last night I had a level 10, I have a level 9, and I have a level 1. Well, the reason why I've got a level 1 is because it's just come out of the workshop. I'm building the level 4, and the next gun or bot I'm going to build won't be a Halo, won't be a Shredder. I'm so close to getting these anyway, so I don't have to look at building them. I want another Gudgel because I've only got one. And yeah, so this is the whole list of what I can build, and there are robots, any one of those I can build, behemoth, warrior typhoons. You don't win them all, but yeah, eventually you can build them all. Eventually, there's a time where you couldn't build a Mars. There was a time where you couldn't build a Seraph. There's a time when you couldn't build a Mender, and now they're giving out for free. This is a new bot, and I'm not too sure whether you can build it, but it's right up the front of my queue because I've been given free pieces to building it, but I don't know if I can build it in the shop because it's that recent. So we are getting on to the point of running out of time, and this is the second tutorial. Here's the daily tasks. So for event 2 you get scavengers divided, that's the name of the task. Take part in 1 battle and you will get 2 experience points. Scavengers, finish your current mercenary contracts, capture at least 5 beacons in each of 3 battles, 3 of them, and you get 8 experience points to go towards your operation rewards. So this is new, and it's asking you to subscribe, and if you subscribe you will get 400 power cells. So we go click on subscribe, takes you to this. You don't have to log in sometimes, you can click out. That's all you needed to do, and now you can receive your 400 free power cells. 54,105 power cells. Get okay, thank you very much, and now we have 54,505 power cells. So like I say, you can do this for free. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. 15 platinum every day, gain honor points. 1,700 power points, honor points, and you get 15 platinum. You can get that in one game. 10, this is harder to get. Gain honor points for top places, so you got to place 3rd, 2nd, or 1st to get honor points for the honor points that you collected in that game to count towards this amount here, 2,500. You get another 10 platinum. 15, that's 30. That's another 40 platinum, and yeah, another day doing that, you got 80. Another day doing that, you got 120. Clan new 2 boosters, destroy at least 1 enemy at a range of 400 meters in each of 3 battles. That's easy, because all the guns are mostly over set to 500 meters. So 600 meters, 800 meters, 1,000 meters. You're gonna kill that, and you're gonna get 2 attack boosters. Earn 25 clan rank points of each of 5 battles, and you get 100 pieces to go towards a leech. Yeah, so destroy at least 2 enemies at the range of 200 meters, and that's not so easy. In 4 battles, you get 2 defensive points, and yeah, it goes on. So, one more for tonight's tutorial, and this is a fun thing that happens at 5 o'clock New Zealand time every day. Get supplies and you get free. This is free, man. You get and it changes. It's not the same prizes every time. It could be 400 keys. It could be 50 platinum. It could be 6 million silver. Every day it's different, and it's nice and it's interesting. So here we go. It's another lottery. This highlighted square will go round and round and round. This framed square is the top prize for the keys. This square is the top prize for the platinum. So this square is the top prize for the 52 gold. And it's no guarantee. Sometimes you get the top prize, sometimes you don't. But it's awesome. It's good to have a chance. 52 gold. So we've got the top prize for the gold that we need, and we go again. 1. This is 2. And we get 24 free keys, which is 2 free 10 key spins. And we go again, hoping for the 20 platinum to upgrade our Titan. And we get 110 silver. Thank you very much. All for free. Come back tomorrow. Refreshes in 19 hours, 33 minutes. So that's all we have for today's tutorial. I hope I wasn't too fast. We'll finish with a look at the Orbital Strike motherships. This is the Frozen Scorn. We got it from a pirate theme month, and we can change our motherships. There's the Dreadnought, that's the default mothership. Then you get the Mantis, which is a cool upgrade, and then you get the Monarch, which is whoa, blows you away. And then the Orion, and you think, wow, could it get any better? And the Northern Light comes in. And then the Frozen Scorn comes in, and then if you go to this here, where we have 0 tokens, bronze, 0 silver tokens, 0 gold tokens. But if you go to this, click subscribe, no, costs money to buy. It's asking to buy. But we did get a free upgrade token, so that is the reason why we didn't get our daily gold, silver, bronze tokens. So in these chests, and we are burning up, we can get a Titan repair amplifier, we can get a Veron, which is a new weapon, and a Lifesaver, which is a new weapon, a durability extender, the new Titan 10% more durability Titan for 300. We got the Titan new weapons, we got the standard Titan. We've got, which I don't know what this is. Is this a drone? This is a new drone, people. Alright, so we're going to get into that once we win one. That's an old one, but it's a good one. A beaker, a glider, still old one. A paralysis, and an armadillo. And that's the lottery you can win when you get a lucky cell out of all these cells here. And it goes, excuse me, and this is open all of the 300 cells for 7,500, and you get the new Titan with all of its beta weaponry. But do read, because it has built-in abilities and weaponries, and it can throw this turret at you and shoot you from 2-point positions. And that is all we have time for tonight, folks. I've loved taking you through this tutorial. We are definitely at the fun end of this learning ship. Yeah, it's fun. They change the theme once a month. They go from Chinese New Year, they go from destruction background in the back to a different planet, Mars, calls for help type things. It keeps you on point. But the main thing is that you keep a lid on your spending, because like I say, I will say it again, You can spend a lot of money on this, or you can spend a little bit of money on this. And whatever your entertainment budget is, please stick to it. Because there are better things in life than just sitting around and playing a game. And remember, I told you this. Once you get out there into the arena on the public service, there's no game out there that's longer than 10 minutes. Alright? So you can break off. Your mother comes to you, your wife comes to you, your father comes to you and says, look, I need you to do this. 10 minutes. From the point, oh Dad, I just started the game. 10 minutes, boy. Okay. 10 minutes. Yes, Mum. Yes, honey. I'll be there soon. 10 minutes. Alright. I love you guys. Peace out. Enjoy your gaming. Be sensible. Thank you for watching.